Google now in Google Fonts. Next is output. Uh, what is output? The definition of output is any information that is processed by and sent out in any form such as text, graphics, and audio from an electronic device. This is what we call output. There are three types of output, which is text, graphic, and audio and video. Text output is the computer screen or whatever output devices you use. It will display a text only. This is text output. Secondly, which is graphic output, it is outputted by computer, displaying graphics and multimedia material. Next, audio and video. The computer can also output audio and video from multiple sources such as YouTube, where you can watch video. Okay. Next is example of output devices. Example, we have monitors, projectors, plotters, speakers, printers, and speech synthesizer.
Monitors is also an output device. It displays screens. It outputs text and graphics, which are considered a soft copy. Features of a monitor is clarity, which is how clear is the image is displayed, how clear is the text and graphics displayed in your screen. Resolution and pixels are the number of dense pixels in a certain dimension in each dimension that could be displayed. Dot pitch is dot pitch describes the distance between two dots. Also, we got contrast ratio, which is the ratio of the brightest shade to the is the ratio difference from the brightest shade to the darkest shade in the screen. Size is the physical size of the displayed area. Aspect ratio is the ratio of the weight and height of the screen. Monitor types, we have 6 monitor types here. First of all is the flat monitor. You got LCD, LED, OLED types of screens. It's the most cost efficient. It's the most cost efficient and also power efficient. It's way more portable than other monitors. Curved monitors is used for better viewing angles. It have better viewing angles, and it's also used with some high-end gaming for some people, and also other people use it for a better viewing experience. Ebook readers are ebooks that use a special e-ink technology to display ebooks and store them in small tablets. Digital whiteboard is a whiteboard that uses a special pen or a finger to interact with. UHD TV is a TV with a really high resolution and have a really clear display. A digital projector is a projector that projects images from your monitor to the wall or to a screen. Also, printers are another output device, but it's a hard copy. It produces hard copies. Features of printers are the resolution, also, which is determined by DPI. Colors that the printers are using. Most printers use 4 color palettes, which are cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. The speed of the printer, which is how fast could a printer print one singular page. It depends on the printer type and the type of printing, also the colors you are using in your papers. Memory is just to store your mass printing jobs. Some printers have duplex printing, which give you the features to print in a paper in both sides of the paper at the same time. Printer types. We have the most generic one, which is the inkjet printers. They spray ink in a very high speed. They're inexpensive, they're quiet, and also they're really reliable. We also got laser printers. They use laser to produce images. They are way faster than inkjet printers, and they have better quality, better printing quality. We also got 3D printers, which prints 3D objects. Cloud printers allows you to print over a network through cloud computing. Thermal printers are the printers that use thermal paper to print. They are really fast and really good, cost efficient, and they have an excellent quality. Plotters are the printers that produce graphic drawings. Next, we have audio and video devices. Some audio and video devices are also an output. They translate audio from your computer to, for example, your speaker to audio. Examples of audio devices are speakers, headphones. There's also wireless speakers and headphones. There's also some devices that combines inputs and output in the device itself. We have the first example is headsets. They include a microphone and headphones in the same device, which gives you an input, which is the microphone, and an output, which is the headphones. Also, we got all-in-one printers. They come included with a scanner, a fax machine, a copier, and they're wireless. They're really cost efficient, but they have lower quality prints. And that's for me. I'm gonna leave it to my other mate to finish. Thank you.
Besides the headsets and all-in-one printers mentioned above, there are other combinations of input and output devices like telephones. Telephones, also known as telephony and internet telephony. The basic example of telephones are analog telephones used in past and digital telephones used nowadays. The other example of telephones is voice over IP or VoIP. These VoIPs deliver voice communication and multimedia session in form of videos, images, and audios over IP networks, also known as Internet. The example of VoIPs are Skype, Google Hangouts, FaceTime, Facebook Messenger, and WhatsApp. The other devices that's combining input and output is drone. The drones and unmanned aerial vehicles, or UAV, receive the input from the controller controlled by the user and display the output in form of videos and sound. For example, the drones enable the human being to see a view from the heights they never reached before. Apart from that, robots are a kind of devices that's combining input and output too. The basic inputs of robots are microphone and cameras. The other inputs, like different types of sensors, are dependent to the usage of robots, as well as for the output of the robots. It is also dependent to the function of robots. For example, Roomba vacuum cleaner. The other inputs of Roomba vacuum cleaner are cliff sensor, wall sensor, and wheel sensor. And for the output, it is the movements that enable the Roomba vacuum cleaner to clean the house. Other than that, virtual reality devices are also a kind of devices that's combining input and output device. This kind of virtual reality device provides simulated experience that can be similar or different from the real world to the user. The usual input of virtual reality device is headgear with gloves. This input detects the motion of the user and translates them into the virtual world. And for the output, it is the virtual experience of the user, such as sight, smell, and even touch. Since the technologies are keep evolving until today, there are many electronic devices have been invented until today. However, there are some electronic devices that cause their users to feel uncomfortable when using them. So here comes the ergonomics. So basically, what is ergonomics? Ergonomics is the study of human factors related to technologies people use. So what ergonomics do? Ergonomics help the user avoid eye strain, headache, neck and neck pain, and strain injury. This type of pain are usually the result of improper gesture and posture when using the technologies. There are few ergonomic challenge devices. The first one is laptops. It causes their user have musculoskeletal discomfort. That's because the screen is attached to keyboard and causing the user have to use the poor posture when they are using laptops. The second one is tablets. Tablet hunch is caused by improper alignment of user's head to the viewing surface when they are using tablets. And the third one is smartphones. Smartphones cause the user have hairy thumbs. This is because the users are forced to typing on tiny keyboard. There are many IT careers provided in today's society, such as mobile application developer, database administrator, web developer, network administrator, video game designer, graphic designer, health information technician, IT security specialist, and others. There are other fields that needed the knowledge of IT too, such as machine manufacturing field. This is because some machine needed to be controlled by a control panel, and each button on the control panel needed to be programmed. This proves that the knowledge of IT is in demand in nowadays. Based on the research, IT consultants have an average annual salary of Rm70,000. Now, let us watch a video about the future technologies.
Augmented reality, or short AR, is not to be confused with virtual reality. In contrast to how VR creates a new world of sensuality, in AR, part of the surrounding environment is actually real. With other words, AR adds layers of virtual objects to the real environment. The first AR technology was developed in 1968 at Harvard when computer scientist Ivan Sutherland created an AR head-mounted display system. However, AR only became popular when the game Pokemon Go launched in 2016. Today, Lenovo Mirage AR's smartphone-powered AR lets you play as iconic heroes and engage in epic battles right in your living room. Besides gaming, AR can be used to enhance both life and work. Lucas Refaey from NASA Florida Space Grant Consortium has claimed that they are looking forward to using AR to constantly keep track of the astronauts' health while they are in space. Big tech companies have also acknowledged the power that AR holds. Google Translate's AR feature uses your smartphone's camera to translate signs, menus, and similar items in real time from one language to another. The functionalities of AR are being actively capitalized upon because of the fact that they project the images more clearly on your mobile screens. This is also the reason why AR is the most common recourse to rely on whenever a business is looking to establish easier work environments and cheaper facilities than VR. AR contains useful tools to comply with their purposes in a series of professional fields, such as healthcare, manufacturing, education, but also military. AR devices are now being used to boost workers' productivity. They can operate different equipment the first time without prior training. With this mechanism, the guidelines of training and instruction are introduced to the smart devices through AR headsets, thereby allowing a viewpoint from the reality and an opportunity to touch the equipment to be used. AR is also enhancing the retail experience. IKEA, for example, created an app that lets you virtually place true-to-scale 3D models of its furniture in your room. You select an item from the digital catalog, then, using the camera on your device, you can place the furniture anywhere. Many clothing and cosmetics brands are using AR to let their customers know how they would look in their products, based upon their size, height, and similar other features, even when the product is not physically present. Nevertheless, the biggest issue that is being worked upon right now is that data needs to be rendered at the very moment of decision-making, so that both images and information flow without lagging. The low-latency properties of 5G offer promise to solve this problem. In AR, computer-generated content and the real-world content are not able to respond to one another. That's where mixed reality, or MR, comes in. This technology uses occlusion to remove the boundaries between real and virtual interactions. All these technologies, AR, VR, MR, and everything in between, are encapsulated in extended reality, or XR.
Based on the video above, we know that AR technologies are widely used in various areas from individual, business, education, medical, manufacturing, military, and even astronomy. For example, IKEA had used this AR technology to help their buyers to preview the furniture they provided in their own house without going physically to the nearest IKEA shop. This even helped more during this COVID-19 pandemic. Now, these technologies are going to a new height with the introduction of 5G to solve the current connection problems. I believe that people will be able to use the holographic devices in the future with this advancement in technology. This is all we want to present. Thank you.